Traffic police just took out the latest speed camera. Suddenly a taxi passes by. The speed camera exploded. By the time the traffic police reacted, the car was already on the highway. The traffic police tried to intercept it. The taxi swept past. They didn't give them a chance. The traffic police officer took a look at the speedometer. It was doing 300 miles per hour. Even as they passed the next junction, the taxi picked up the wing and knocked over a row of police cars. At this speed, the camera couldn't even pick up who the driver was. It turned out that the taxi had picked up a pregnant woman who was in labor. The driver, Danny, was in a hurry. The driver, Danny, was in a hurry and ran into the racing track. There was a race going on. The racer wasn't going to let Danny get away. He pushed the accelerator straight down. He found that he couldn't get out of the way, so he stuck to Danny and wouldn't let him pass. And Danny doesn't let him get away with it. He's using his cornering skills. He's got the racer in his sights. He probably didn't even think he could, that he would win a championship, and win a championship on the way. After clearing the way, Danny drifted his way to the hospital. The doctor saw the condition of the woman. He told his assistant that he would deliver the baby in the car. Danny was reluctant, not to mention the fact that the seats in the car were new, and it's the day he's meeting his girlfriend's parents. We're already 5 minutes late. We couldn't afford to be late. The doctor ignored him. He's still delivering the baby. At that moment, his girlfriend called, just in time to hear the woman screaming. He thought Danny was doing something untoward. Danny went to a lot of trouble. He even put the woman's husband on the phone. That's how he explained it. But his girlfriend was still furious. He told Danny he had to be there in 10 minutes. The baby was born a few minutes later. The woman's husband shook Danny's hand and thanked him, and said he hoped that the speeding he had just done, I hope that didn't get your license revoked. Danny then spent the next 3 minutes. He then sped up to 500 miles per hour. He finally made it to his girlfriend's house. It was the first time he had met his father-in-law. His father-in-law is a respected general. He was very serious. To cheer him up, Danny was talking out of turn. After a few glasses of wine, my father-in-law began to talk about his own exploits. He was even better at bragging than Danny. He was in the midst of his bragging. He was interrupted by the phone ringing. My father-in-law answered the phone and then remembered. Today was the day he was due to meet the Japanese defense minister. He told the driver to leave for the airport. He didn't expect the car to be driven out. He was hit head-on by a large truck. Luckily, only the front of the car was lost. His father-in-law was safe and sound, but the minister of defense had to leave the plane in 10 minutes if he didn't get there in time. If he didn't get there in time, his superiors would be asking questions. Danny saw his chance to show off, so he put the general in his taxi. He went into transformation mode.